What's up? I'm trying to go live. This thing's telling me to rotate my device. I don't want to rotate it. I like it like this. But let me rotate it. Let me rotate it. I don't want to make nobody mad. How y'all doing? This is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady D. And I wanted to just do something in the moment for you before I head on out and get some of this sunshine before it leaves. It's beautiful today. A little bit of wind, but we got some hot days coming. And this is the holiday weekend, Memorial Day. So let's give our thanks and everything to our soldiers and those who lost their lives to help save the world and those who served their time and all of that. Let's just give our thanks for that and enjoy that extra day off that some of us have. Now, not an extra day for me because I still been dealing with the foot thing. So I've been in a boot still, taking it easy until it's time for me to head back to work, and I'm hoping that that will be soon. So anyway, this is my shirt. Y'all can't really see it, but it says, I'm having a good day. Yeah, I'm having a good day. Um, just thinking about shit. And sometimes we just kick back and we just think about shit. But I do want to say I'm glad that the movie theaters, some of them are actually opening back up, and you can go to the movies exercising social distancing, and not be right up on each other, but can still enjoy a good movie and some butter popcorn. I don't do too much of the buttercorn, too light, less light butter nowadays. I'm trying to keep it right, but I love me some movie theater popcorn. It's the best. So what I am thinking when I'm in my mode of thinking about shit, I'm just all over the map in my mind, thinking about whatever. And I wanted to just kind of touch bases live with you guys today because this being the holiday weekend, there's no Donna Smith show that's going to be live tomorrow on Sunday at 7 p.m. YouTube and 6:30 Zoom. I will be resuming my Donna Smith show on Sunday. Let me give you that date, June 6th. We are already getting ready to go into June. Ain't that something? So Sunday, June 6th, I will be doing my show again. But I will be chiming in with you guys during the week. I try to, come in a couple of days during the week and give you some grown folk talk off the top of my head like I'm doing and now, because I enjoy you and I hope that you enjoy seeing me. Let me give you some little light here because I seem to be a little bit that's a little better. A little better. Not too bright, huh? Okay, so when I say I'm thinking about shit, I'm thinking about life, I'm thinking about relationships, love, um, ex situation. I'm gonna start it off with this ex thing. Have you ever been in a situation where, you was with somebody for a period of time years ago? Perhaps you have kids together, a child or something, and things didn't work out too good, and the kids are grown now, and you're both grown as adults. You're grown as adults now. So with the kids being grown, this person trying to step back at you. They trying to holler at you again. Now, I know some people say that they have that one that they let get away. It's always that one that you let get away from you and you go years and go your separate ways, but you still deal with each other because you got kids in common. And but you know in the back of your mind, man, I messed up. I let that one get away. So when an opportunity knocks and that person is still single and you run upon each other, you want to try to, see what it do. That's crazy. Now I'm not gonna say that it can't work out for people to bounce back like that, but you don't wait all these years until the kids is grown. Perhaps you have raised them kids by yourself. Perhaps they did help. Perhaps they were a mother figure. Perhaps they were a father figure because it could go either way. The man can be absent or the woman can be absent. Nowadays, everybody kind of, it's all over the place. So, but now you want to get back that the struggle is not as deep as it was. And they may see you shining a little bit, got a few things going on, and they want to holler at you. That's crazy. It's no bitter seed or bitterness towards me myself. I don't forget, but I do have a forgiving spirit, and that goes towards most of anything that I'm dealing with. I do have a forgiving spirit. I believe that there's a higher power that will deal with the situation. I believe in karma. It's a mother because it will come back to bite you. It will. So I don't hold on to grudges and stuff. I heal, I move on, I let it be what it be. So I just had that thought going through my mind. I've had situations where people come to me, well, you know what, so and so, we ran into each other, and man, they've been calling me, and they act like they trying to get back, and I don't know. I don't know, and I'm like, they asking me, well, Lady D, what would you do? Well, I ain't in that. I'm a fly on the wall right now because you telling me. Excuse me. But you got to make that decision. That's your decision. One thing I don't like to do is make a decision for someone. I like to be that unbiased third person that will help you to see things more vividly so that you can come up with your own ideas. Maybe my one of my callings was some type of relationship or personal therapy consultation or something. I don't know. Maybe that's something else I got to look into. But I'm easy to talk to. I'm very open spirited. People come to me, they gravitate towards me for advice, but I try not to be judgmental. I try not to give too much unless you ask. If you ask me, yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you in the way that as far as how I see it. But of course, you got to do things your way. So anyway, they brought that up to me, about, the situation. And I'm like, hey, you got to do what's best for you. What you think, what you want to do. And then they asked my opinion. My opinion is, there's too much water under the bridge. We didn't both had our lives we lived. We didn't went our separate ways. I didn't raise the kids or you didn't raise the kids. So ain't no sense us, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Boy, hi. Boy, bye. That's just that's just me coming off from my own opinion. But I'm having this just thinking about shit. So that came up in my mind, and then someone else had brought towards me. I forget the gentleman. It was a video on YouTube regarding rent a boo, and I forget the young man's name who did it. I still have to watch it, but someone had brought the conversation up to me and asked me what did I think or feel about renting a boo. Now, I just that doesn't sit well with me because when I look in terms of renting something is just to rent it for the time you need it for your own purposes and then you send it back. Take it back to the store or whatever. But when you're at a mature stage in your life and you're looking for quality and not quantity, when you're looking for something that is long lasting instead of short term, someone to build upon with, someone to grow old with, someone to share the rest of your years of life with, that's not about renting. Um, and this person that brought it to me made the statement that Well, it may work for some people who just want a man or a woman in their lives for a temporary period of time, maybe to spend time with, maybe to go out on dates, maybe to, you know, do the grown folk thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But all that. They want to rent them and then they want to send them back because they got a busy schedule life and they just don't have time for all that attachment stuff. I mean, really? You can just be single and date and have a nice variety of people that you try to get to know until you fall upon that one that you think is right for you and you right for them, and then you guys decide to take things to a more permanent level. Why rent somebody? I think that you should be more content with yourself in doing things alone if you need to. If you have someone that's a part of your circle when you do things, fine. If you don't, you just keep doing what you do. I think you should be comfortable with yourself enough not to just have to have somebody in your space just because you need a space filler. We are grown and we do become lonely. We do become, we need that interaction. That's understandable. We all do. You could go your while of being by yourself, and then you're gonna need that adult stimulation and bonding and touching and just sometimes just conversation. Sometimes it's not even about the touching. It's just having somebody in your space for a nice dinner, cup of coffee, a nice walk, a nice drive, a nice going to the movie, whatever it is that you just may desire the opposite sex in your circle, right? But this rent a boo thing, and then I send you back when I'm done renting you because I just needed you for whatever this phase I was going through, or moment, or time, or date I needed, or whatever. Me personally, I'm not into the rent thing. I'm into connecting with someone that's right for me in all aspects of the globe: communication, the heart, spiritual, as far as us growing to higher grounds eventually, if that's the case. But I want a great friendship with you. I want to build from there, root from there, and man, let's grow this big ass tree, okay? That's what I'm looking for. So until then, you just do what you do. You either do it solo or you date and you have fun with the opposite sex until you find the right, connection. But renting a boo, I don't think so. But that was another piece of shit on my mind. I'm not saying that topic because I have to really watch the video. I'm not gonna say the whole thing was shit, but I'm just saying it was shit that I thought about today. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And then another thing, you know, the thing about, I mean, today, yeah, this shirt says I'm in a good mood. Don't ruin it, whatever the thing is. Yeah, I am. I am in a pretty good mood. But, I too, just like anybody else, have my funks. I have my moments. And I did have a moment earlier today where I had to kick depression in the head because Satan is a liar. And it was trying to, put me in a funk. Um, I was thinking about some things in life that I, cannot rewind the clock and redo. So it's just thinking about building better and doing better. I was thinking about my mommy. May she rest in peace. I miss her so much. I go through these moments of really, really just feeling my heart heavy, missing her. And so I had a moment of that. And, God saw me through. I got through that. But, we all have our funks. And with that being said, I just want to say, you know, just keep striving, keep doing things to stimulate your mind, your heart, keep associating with people that's of a positive nature, keep doing the best you can to keep yourself out of the rut of depression and worrying about things that we have no power to do anything about, especially if it's in the past. Just move on to greater things. And that's what I'm about. I'm about moving on to greater things. So that was some more shit I was thinking about, y'all. Then this situation about, I talk a lot about relationships and I talk about quality time spent. And For some reason, some are just falling off with that. You know, people are not connecting with the quality time. They are just kind of riding with things and seeing which way it'll jive and which way it'll go. I'm telling you, you have to spend that quality time. You got to. You got to reach out. You got to be in sync with that person. You have to um, show interest in wanting to know how they're doing, how they're feeling, what's going on with them, what you may could do for them or with them, and vice versa, because it goes both ways. So you know, you got to feel that time. I know a couple that came to me. They don't know what to do. They love each other. Um, but they kind of have fallen off as far as being creative with knowing what to do for and with one another. He likes to do a whole lot of things that she don't like to do and vice versa. So they find themselves doing a lot of things on a separate course. She hangs out with her friends, do her thing. He hangs out with his friends, do his thing. And when it's time to come together, they don't even know what to come together about or what to do anymore. Now, they did say that in the beginning, they jived pretty good. They've been together about 6 years now, but they jive pretty good, and things was just automatic. But now it feels so forced. It seems as though they have outgrown one another, or they just lost their motivation and desire to just please each other with the quality time, the dates, the conversation, or whatever. Everything is so systematic. Oh, how you doing? How you doing? How was your day? Oh, mine was fine. How was yours? Fine. Okay. What you want to watch on TV? Oh, go ahead. Everything is so robotic, everything is so systematic that they don't have any spontaneous activity with each other. No one plans, hey, cancel your appointments for today. Let's make today our day. Let's just go for a nice little drive. Well, such and such movie is out. Let's go see it. Let's go see it. I want some seafood. You? Let's go somewhere and find some good seafood. I mean, they don't have these things. Man, we make love every night in the bed. Let's get on the floor tonight. They don't want to do that because they said, my back hurt, my leg hurt, my toe hurt, everything hurt. I don't want to be on the bed. I mean, on the floor. I want to be in the bed. And they're not bending to want to do new and exciting things. So, it's a fine line with that, because it's not to say that one is growing out of love with one another. It's just that the that you had to really the motivation to want to try to get together and please one another has kind of left. Now, it could be a lot of reasons. It could be your busy lifestyles, your busy schedule. It could be you have a house full of kids. Everybody got a different story. It could be you want kids and can't have kids. I mean, it could be, you know, one of you are very connected with alcohol. So when you do things that there's alcohol involved, you're a sloppy drunk, and so the person gets very embarrassed about going out with you because you cannot conduct yourself in a respectful way because of your drinking. I mean, it could be a whole, it's different stories, different sides of the coins. But when you're up against the wall with all these different scenarios, or one major one, you got to find ways to fix it. If you want to be together and love each other, you got to find ways to say, okay, we got this issue, we got this situation, there's too much of this going on. I'm here for you. How are we going to fix this together? And you got to both want it. There's another situation where a couple, one of the people in the marriage wanted to go to counseling. They wanted to go to counseling to get help with some serious issues they were having in their relationships. And one wanted to go and the other one didn't. So the other one was like, I'm not going to no damn shrink that's going to tell me how to do and work on my stuff, and something wrong with them too. I ain't going to one. And they didn't go. And the marriage became worse and worse. Well, I'm not saying that therapists have the magic wand and they're going to fix everything and make it right, but sometimes you do need an unbiased third opinion to help you see and open up to possibilities and issues that's going on in your relationship, because what the other person is saying you're no longer open to, and vice versa. And you definitely need prayer and God. That's first and utmost before you step to anybody. You need that spiritual connection. So there's all these scenarios. Here you go. See, I'm just thinking about shit. Here I go. Here I go. And it's a trip, because as you become more grown, more mature in life, more open up, and I would say, man, what's the word I want to use? Well, more open to just taking in good direction advice, and just learning and growing and developing. When you are at that stage in your life, there's so much more refreshment and things you can learn. That goes in relationships and outside of relationships. And some of the things I touched on today are not meant to offend anyone. It's just real life thinking about shit stuff. And if you haven't went through it or dealing with it, you probably know someone who is, because being grown, you gonna have situations, you gonna have stories to tell, and who better knows than those who have walked the walk, wore the shoes, their shoes are worn, and now they got a new pair and they run it, and they can tell you how high to jump, how fast to skip, and how far you want to go, because they've been there. I was talking about that with somebody else about, even when it comes to a pastor in the church, or a couple that's been married for a while, or somebody who's been a single parent, or somebody who's been abused. Who better can give the testimony about those type of issues other than those who have danced and walked in those shoes? You can't tell me nothing about being a single parent and you ain't never been a parent. You can't tell me nothing about losing a parent or a child and you've never lost anyone close to you. You can't tell me how to become unaddicted to something when you've never been addicted to anything. You can't tell me those things. So, someone who's been there and done that, share the wisdom, bring it on. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. And I reached over because I'm going to cut this short, y'all. Sun trying to go down. It's warm outside. It's the holiday weekend. I need to just go get some air. But I want to remind you, my book, Seduction of the Hidden Diva, now on Amazon and everywhere. Google it, by Donna Smith. Go on there, support your girl. You're going to love the short stories in this book. Very creative, very entertaining. Okay? And I want you to be safe on this holiday weekend. I hope some of the topics that I brought up, thinking about shit, I hope that it made you go, gave you something to think about. Because, you know, if we can't help ourselves, we can surely try to help someone else in the process of helping ourselves, just by sharing some of the things we're thinking about, we done went through, and we done came through. Because, man, some have went through some blazes and they didn't came out notorious. They have came out with a couple of little scratches, a little couple of burns, and they've healed and they're fine. And they can share so much. Never think that you are alone. Never think that you are suffering by yourself. Never think that you're the only one that's struggling and going through things, dealing with depression, dealing with, whoa, why is me? My life is all effed up. Dealing with, why did that happen to me? Dealing with, how come I can't get through this? Because you can. You can. Trust me, with time, with prayer, with good company, with positive insight, trust me, things can grab hold, root, and things will change. Now remember, Donna Smith Show tomorrow, Sunday, is not going to be happening. I will be looking forward to seeing you guys live on Sunday, June the 6th, 7 p.m. on YouTube Live, 6:30 on Zoom. And I want you to be safe, enjoy, have a good time, and I'm going to see you guys in a couple of days with some more grown folk talk and discussion. Stay tuned. Take care. Bye.